Okay, good. That's great. Hi, Emily. Hi. Hey, Miss Tavares. I'm sorry. I don't want to butcher your name because I hate when people jack my name up. So I apologize if I got your name wrong. But welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining, Emily. I know you're on the road, so thank you so much. And I pray you have safe travels to LA and bring me back something fun. So I am going live. Yes. So I am going live on one, two, three, four different platforms. So if you see me looking off, I am not losing it. I'm not delusional. I actually have several platforms because I had quite a few people to. Can you guys see the screen? Okay. Yes, I was getting ready to say your background is beautiful. Oh, thank you. I made it myself. Yeah. I do have one question before I mute. How long do you think this session will take? Depending on questions, I don't foresee it going over an hour, but I do want to leave the room open for anyone that has questions because I go to, webinars and stuff all the time. And I hate when people end and don't finish the questions from the people because I feel like if you take your time and come and visit with me, like I'm going to take my time and, answer questions. But I don't think we should go over an hour, to be honest with you. Will there be a replay? Possibly. Yeah, for everybody that's actually joining live, I'm going to send the replay link that'll be available for about a week. Because after that, people typically stop watching stuff. But for the most part, yes, there will be a replay for everybody that joins live. Hello. So we got quite a few people joining. I'm so excited to have you guys here, first of all. And I like to not delay. So I want to make sure you guys can see my screen on on all four platforms. And then we will go ahead and proceed to get things going. Okay, so we will go ahead and get the ball rolling because, like I said, your time is precious and I appreciate that. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Angelia. I am the brand and business elevator. And today we're going to talk about going from ordinary to extraordinary. And I want to make sure I am recording. All right, cool. And we're going to be talking about how you can use a luxury to enhance your personal brand. So, luxury photography can make your brand stand out and attract your dream client. So I just want to give you guys a different perspective from what you may have learned, what you may have heard in the industry past, and just give you guys some more insight on a few things. And also for those of you that stick around to the end, I do have a dynamic offer for you and a freebie for you. So stick around to the end. I got a couple of bonuses for you guys just for joining and coming in and hanging out with me today. So legal disclosure. This is my intellectual property. I do my best to provide great information for you guys. I try to give you valuable information, but what I cannot do is make any guarantees or warranties about how this will work or not work out for you. All I can attest to is what I can do for you in your brand. Also, when you work with me, now I can't speak to what happens when you work with someone else, but when you work with me, I make sure that I do my very best to ensure that you have what you need for your brand, what you need for your branding, and also help you to take your business and your brand to the next level by giving you information, giving you content, giving you videos, photography, whatever it is that you book behind. Other than that, please do not share anything outside of this class because those people did not dedicate their time to coming. So we're not going to be dedicating time to give information and things over to them that they didn't spend time to come and get on their own. So time is money, and I am appreciative of every one of you guys that are here. But again, for you guys that have joined, and I have a list for you, list of you, I will be sending the replay out, which will be good for about 7 days. Because like I said, after 7 days, people kind of, it gets lost in the email and you don't have time to watch anything because life is busy, and I'm not going to bog you down with that. So let's move on. All right. About us. So we are a luxury portrait photography company. For those of you that don't know, I specialize in providing all-inclusive luxury portrait experiences for every client that steps in front of my camera. I am more than just a photographer. I sit down with you if you become a client of mine. We talk about your branding. We talk about your business. We talk about who your clients are. How can I help you to be better at what you do and help you to stand out and shine like the professional you are? So with every photo session that I do for my clients, it's very intense. And I tell them, when they book a session with me, we go through the entire process from beginning to end, what I'm going to do, what I'm requiring from you, and how I can help you to make your life better. And we also have a design and style consultation where we go through everything about your brand. We go through your looks for the day. We go through everything. So when you step in front of my camera, or when you come to the studio, you have no worries about how you're going to look, what you're going to wear, anything like that. We handle everything. I have a dynamic traveling makeup artist and hairstylist that I take with me. So we go city to city. We are worldwide. And we give a dynamic experience. And so that's what the ladies tell us. I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying, the experiences that I've heard and the experience feedback that I get when they see the back of my camera. So who is this girl in front of you? My name is Angelia Malbrew. I am the owner and founder of Angelia Malbrew Photography, as previously stated. I'm also the owner of the Elevated brand. I have a podcast. I have a new community that will be starting up, and I'll tell you guys a little bit about that later. But I am all around the luxury girl that you should know. I am a networking maniac. I love to go to networking events. I love to go to corporate events. I love to share information that I can use. That somebody else can use to help their business and brand grow. For me, it's not always about making money. It's about how I can help someone else. And so I know Miss Annalyn, I met her at a conference earlier this year. It feels like I've been known her forever, but I met her earlier this year at a conference, and her and I clicked because we are both people that actually, we refer other people, and she has been a huge referrer for me. So I hope that once we end this live today, that you guys will be able to get some valuable information, and hopefully you're connecting in the chats. You're dropping your LinkedIn, you're dropping your Instagram, so you can connect with other people in the community and build your community as well. But I've had a camera in my hand since I was 14 years old. My goal is to create timeless art for my clients. I am not everybody's photographer. I am not a shoot and burn photographer. I am not a photographer that will send you an invoice that you never hear from me again. That's not my motto. That's not me. I am one that is going to be very intentional about the time that I request from you. And so that's why we lay out our plan so that it makes sense for the people that are booking with us, so they'll know how to schedule their day, how to do what they need to do. When they come into the studio, I tell them come with clean hair and face, because we're going to take it from there. And if I get to talking too fast, let me know. I talk fast, and that's just who I am. All right, so I want you guys to think of 3 words, because this is going to be an interactive class tonight. I want you to think of 3 words when it comes to branding, when it comes to professionalism, when it comes to how you want your business to stand out from everyone else, from your competition. Think of 3 things that you could do to make your business stand out from someone else. What are the 3 words that come to mind when you think about how you want your business to be able to describe you when you're in the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and somebody is clicking around on your website? And let me make sure. Oh, and put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me. I want to make sure that we are good on audio, or somebody can come off mute and let me know. And thank you so much for chatting. Hey, Dr. Quaylee, thank you so much for joining. Okay, perfect. All right, moving right along. So this is his before and after. And as you guys know, I do photograph men, but women are like, those are the creme de la creme when it comes to my business. And they are my ultimate desire to do is just photograph a woman, make her feel absolutely beautiful. But I do photograph men as well. But this is his before and this is his after. Give me three words, or give me one word that comes to mind when you look at his before and his after. And let me check and see what's going on over here on YouTube. Hey, so I couldn't even see my comments over there, but I see them now. Confident, yes for the confident. Elated to be here. Thank you so much. So yeah, so these are things that you guys would want someone to feel about you when you're not online, when you're trying to articulate who you are to the community. And so we're going to talk about the power of personal branding today and how important that is. So when it comes to the transformation, these are the three most important words that I found. I do a lot of research when I'm doing these things, and I try to make sure that I am giving you guys the best information. So the first thing you want to be known as is professional, because you don't have to go far. You can go click on your social media right now, and I guarantee you can find somebody that's unprofessional. You can find somebody that's not trustworthy, and you can find somebody that has taken some bad images and they don't look approachable. We don't want that for you guys. We want you to stand up, stand out as a professional, the guru, the amazing SME, subject matter expert that you are, because that's who you are. You didn't go to school all that time to be mediocre. You didn't put all of that time, that energy into building your business, your nonprofit, or whatever you're doing right now just to be mediocre. You want to stand out and you want to show up as the professional that you are, because that's why you do it. You don't do it to look like, just anybody else. Like, you are doing this because you have a brand. You are your brand. Let me just stop there. A lot of people get brand mistaken with logo. Your brand is not your logo. And I have said that on other videos and stuff. Your brand is not your logo. Your brand is everything that encompasses your business, your brand, and who you are. So make sure when you're showing up, you're showing out, and you're doing, thank you so much. You're doing what you need to do to be trustworthy, because when you go to buy something from somebody, when was the last time you went and purchased something from somebody that looked a little sketchy? When did you put your credit card on file or in their website if the website didn't say secure? Or if you saw somebody that was over here selling fish out the back of the truck and in the front, they telling you they can help you with credit repair. Girl, no. You're a little sketchy. Pull your stuff together. Not saying you can't go sell no fish, but go get you a food truck and do that thing professional. Not saying you can't have multi-ventures, because Angelia is a multi-venture girl. But when it comes to professionalism, make sure you're showing up, showing out as the professional and the amazing person you are. And the next thing, look approachable. I intentionally made number 3 approachable, because I have seen people online and they say, "Oh, I don't have to smile on my pictures. Like, that's played out. Like, why am I smiling?" Because you want people to feel like they can trust you. You want to feel like you're approachable, because if you mean mugging, unless you're an MMA fighter, do not be over there mean mugging nobody. Unless you're getting ready to get in the ring with Floyd, and I don't even know if Floyd is still boxing, but unless you're getting ready to get in the ring with somebody, be approachable, be professional, be trustworthy, right? All right, let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about the difference between ordinary and extraordinary. And I know if you guys came to class last week, you knew I talked about Nike and Apple. Why? Because I love them. I don't love what Nike do, but I like some of their shoes because they fit my feet and they look real cute, because my feet kind of small and I'm the only ones that don't make me look awkward. But anyway, I digress. And Apple. I am probably the biggest Apple fan ever. I think I have almost every Apple product they make. I know Cassandra is rolling her eyes in the comments because she is team Android. But ain't no hate over here. I'm just saying, I am an Apple girl. And so when it comes to Apple, the way they have made their brand so well known, I don't care what country, what industry you go to, you're going to be able to see Apple and recognize them. One, because their information, their information, the way they present things, their sleek design, it makes it so professional to the point where you don't have to worry. Now, we already know we ain't getting no phone cords or nothing like that now, but the sleek design, the professionalism of the way they craft those boxes, and us Apple people have no sense because we all still have every Apple box we ever bought. I don't know why we keep them. It's crazy. I probably need a therapy group for that. But anyway, the way they take care of their brand and they make it stand out, they make it recognizable, and they make it memorable. So just think about that when you're putting your stuff out. Think about how is this going to correlate 10 years down the line if somebody goes back and find like an old yes we do. If somebody goes and finds an old video of yours and you're doing the same business, do you feel like the information you gave them, your branding, is it going to make it instantly recognizable and say, you know what? Oh, that's Angelia. I know that's her stuff. She's had, the teal, black, and white, her entire inception of her business. So I know that's her stuff. It's people that I know that are doing business. And I've heard somebody say, because I'm in a lot of groups and stuff, but I heard this girl say one time, and this shook my entire spirit. She said, now this is what a coach told her. Oh, girl, I don't like your color. Change that color and put another color. Huh? That's not how any of this works. You do not need to let somebody kick you off your rocker and tell you do not stand on your brand colors, because that's part of your branding. So if somebody tell you that, go get somebody else, period, because they are steering you in the wrong direction. Understand, personal branding is more than just a buzzword. It is essential for standing out in a crowded market. It's so many people throwing stuff at you, and you guys know everybody became a professional and a coach during the pandemic. Why? Half of those people that started those businesses, and I hate to say it, they didn't get the education that they needed to stay in business. Where are they? So now you competing with all this old crazy stuff that they putting on your algorithm because you don't follow them, and now they done change businesses like they changed underwear 17 times, and you don't know what to believe. You don't know. You don't know if you should be following them for advice, or if they are not searchable anymore. It's just all kind of crazy stuff, and some of them have just disappeared. Like, where y'all at? Get in an industry that you love. And I know this is a little bit off the target of what we're talking about tonight, but if you're going to go into business, don't do it chasing a dollar. Go into business because you have a passion for that thing. And if it's something that you can't see yourself doing for free, don't do it at all. Okay? All right. So now we're going to move on. I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I just had to put that out there because I hate it so much, because when you get into business, nobody goes into business to fail. People go into business to actually have a professional business. They want to leave legacy. Well, I hope that's why y'all go in business. That's why I went to business. I want to create a legacy. I don't have any children, but I'm adopting all these other people's kids. So I want them to have something when I leave this earth. And I want it to be something professional, something they won't be cringing about and scared to talk to the people about. Give you something. Give me something. Let me give you something professional, memorable, and something that's going to leave a legacy. All right. This is why personal branding. Oh, let me ask you guys something. Did you get the workbook that I sent you guys? Because I created a dynamic workbook for y'all. Let me know in the comments if you got it. Let me go over here and check on YouTube, because I got some little YouTube people over here, and this makes me happy. Did you? Y'all didn't get it. Why? Hold on. Let me put it in the comments for y'all because I want y'all to have that. I worked really hard on getting you that. Y'all didn't even click that link, did you? I know y'all did. It's all right. I still love you, though. I still love y'all. I'm going to put it in the chat for the people. So if you did not get the link, I'm going to share that with you right now. Because I hate when people go to stuff and say, you know what? I didn't even get the link. Let me pull this up for one momento. Should have had it ready for y'all. My bad. Okay. And if you are not on mute, could you please mute yourself, please? Because I'm hearing some background noise, and I don't want I don't want to distract anybody from getting this good work I'm about to share with you. All right, so there is the workbook I created for y'all. All right, next thing. Let's talk about, let's go back a slide. We went too far. We took it too far. We want to talk about why personal branding matters. So when you think about personal branding, there are 3 key elements that you should be mindful of. 1, authenticity. Are you being genuine and true to your brand, your values, and what resonates with you and your audience? Because that's what builds trust. When people see me in the street, they tell me the same thing. You are the same person online. Absolutely. I'm going to make you laugh online, and I'm going to make you laugh in person. That's just who I am and what I do. Consistency. Are you being consistent? Are you posting once a week or once a month? What y'all doing? What you doing? What you doing in your brand? How are you handling your consistency? Another thing I'll point out to you guys, when you're building out your platforms, and we're just going to say you use Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. If I go to your Instagram right now, is it going to tell me that you do the same thing on Facebook, or are you doing something different over there? Make sure every platform you have is almost like a triangle. You'll be able to say, you know what? I'm going to start here. I am a baker. Over here, I'm not going to be doing hair on this platform. It's going to be something else. So make sure you're not confusing the people. Keep your social media triangle together, okay? Because the worst thing you can do is lose out on money because you don't have everything you need on your website, on your platform, on your link tree, so people can spend money with you, because you're not in business just to be giving stuff away. Like, even nonprofits got to make money. So make sure all of your stuff is consistent across all your platforms. High quality visuals. We're going to spend a little time right here. Y'all probably going to be rolling your eyes by the time we get to the end of this. But it's okay, because I'm still going to love you. If I see one more bathroom picture, if I see one more car selfie, how can you command a 7-figure lifestyle if you are using bathroom selfies, if you're using car selfies, if you're going in good old Canva and taking the background out, trying to make it look cute? Invest in your brand. I want you guys, I don't care if it's not with me. Get with a professional photographer, not somebody that's going to have you so clear on there you look like somebody else. Not somebody that's going to have you so red you look like you just got done playing over here in the Red Rock Mountains in Arizona. But I want you guys to get someone that sees you, that knows how to edit, and that knows how to enhance your brand, because that's important. Your brand is a representation of you. So if you are not able to sorry, I'm hearing some background noise somewhere. So if you're not able to show up as the professional you are, why are you in business? Why? Let's not waste our times on things that don't show us up in the best light. Your professional images matter, because you can literally lose out on money if you're not professional. Have you ever seen people that you wanted to try to figure out? They sent you a friend request, and they say they're in business, but you go on their website and you don't even see a picture of them. Do you know who you're doing business with? Or is it somebody scamming? Because y'all been seeing them. If you have a business account, I don't know if they're doing it on personal accounts, but if you have a business account, you guys have seen those spam requests come through. We don't know who's sending us that. We don't know if it's a real bot or if it's actually a person sitting back there doing it. We don't know. But it's important to show up as who you are. So just consider that when you put things out on social media, because that's a representation of you. It's just like you sending your kids out with dirty clothes on. You don't want to do that. So make sure your brand is like your baby. Make sure you clean that baby up and make sure she's professional and she has credibility. So build that, not just credit, but credibility as well. And y'all see Apple. And that's another one of my favorites, Canon. Canon is always going to come through sleek and professional. Same thing as Apple. So what questions do you guys have right now about personal branding before we move on? Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. If not, we will move on. But we're going to talk about defining your brand identity. So have you guys ever thought about what your brand identity is or was, or what you're moving toward? Because some people are going through a relaunch right now, and that's okay. So when you're relaunching, you want to make sure that you're showing up as your best self also. So what words come to mind when you think about your top values? For mine, it's integrity, because I want people to understand, like, I'm going to be good to you in front of your face and behind your back. You don't want to build a business where people feel like they can't trust you. Creativity, that's my thing. I love to be creative. I was on the phone with who was out of Cassandra yesterday, and I had planned out a whole branding shoot. She was like, wait a minute, sis. I planned a whole branding shoot out for her business, because the way this creative mind of mine works, I want to help and I want to make sure people have what they need and showcase their personality in their brand. Empowerment. That's who I am, and that's what I do. I empower women to feel beautiful, to feel like they are their best selves. And I want everybody that hears me to understand that you are important and you matter. And so it does not matter what anybody else thinks, because at the end of the day, this is your brand, this is your baby. A lot of people miss the opportunity to celebrate you when you're small. But if you go back and look at Amazon store, if you go back and look at go back and look at KFC. I don't even know why I'm thinking about chicken right now, but go back and look at KFC when they first started. How many times did he get the door slammed in his face before he got a yes? So don't worry about what people think. Do what you need to do. If they're not your target audience, move on. I used to get I was talking about this in one of my groups that I'm in the other day. I used to get so upset when people would unsubscribe from my email list, or if they would sign up and they wouldn't show up. And I started to think about it. Life happens, and I can't hold myself responsible for things that didn't work out for them. So do what you need to do. Empower. You need to elevate, you need to expand, and you need to grow. And you guys know money loves speed and speed loves money. So do what you have to do, but get your brand up and running. If you need to do collaboration, do that. If you need to bring people in, if you need to hire a sales team, shoot, you can hire a sales team and you don't even have to have any money right now, because you can pay them based on sales. So if you need to get the word out there for your business, do that. I know I went off on a tangent, but that's what I do, because I help people. Okay. What questions do you have? Okay. I have in the comments, I have consistency, authenticity. I I know my values, but haven't thought about my brand values. Yes, sometimes they do overlap. When you think about what you can bring to the table, just think about what you bring to the table for other people. What are your clients telling you? You can actually do a poll and ask them, when you think of my brand, what do you think of? Or when you work with me, how does that make you feel? I ask people that all the time because that's something I ask my photography intake clients. Like, how does that make you feel when I tell them certain things, or how I can change things, or when they see the back of that camera, like and then they start crying. So, but I digress. But when you're talking about defining your brand identity, I really want you guys to take a moment and think about that. You don't have to put them all in the chat, but I do want you guys to share what comes to mind initially, because a lot of times when you start sharing stuff from the beginning, it's different by the time you get to the end of that workbook, because I did it myself. And I also want you guys to send me a copy. I want to see what information you came up with as it relates to your brand and the values that you hold true to. All right. And now we're going to talk about the role of luxury photography. So, as you already know, professional high quality images convey professionalism and trust. Visual storytelling is so important, especially now, because everybody's on the phone, everybody's on social media, everybody is trying to stand out. They're trying to show up. Let me tell you something. I'm always gonna have some homework. Do I think it is a must to specialize in here's my take on that. What you guys probably don't know about me is I have done a lot of different genres of photography to find the one that I love. I had a camera since I was 14 years old. So when I first started, I'm like, oh my God, I want to photograph babies. Girl, the way them babies wear me out. Let me tell y'all something. I love babies so much. Like, I will come to your house and I will keep them kids because I love babies. Like, I got my nephew upstairs right now. He don't let me baby him no more because he's like 16, but it's okay. But let me tell y'all something. The way I love these kids, like, I don't have kids, and that's why they say that's why you love them so much, because they not yours. But it's okay, because I got a little 4-year-old goddaughter, and I'm surprised she ain't called me 50 times, because one thing she gonna do every day is call her godmommy 100 times, and if I don't answer, she gonna ask her mama, do she know it's me? Because they know, these kids know they got my heart and my checkbook. So I'm gonna need some of y'all to come on in to the membership at the end, because we gotta pay for these kids. And the summer's why y'all okay, hold up. Raise your hand in the chat if you have kids, because I want to know why nobody told me that these kids eat like this. Baby, my nephew, I love him so much. Why didn't y'all tell me these kids can eat? Alex, let me tell you something. I need what they call it, EBT. What does that mean? Everybody eat today or something? I need about 3 of them. I need about 3 of them, because Cody can eat. He's my fur baby. If y'all don't know me, I got a baby. His name is Cody. He 5. He don't know he a dog, but he a dog. These kids can eat, and I wasn't prepared. Yes, I was not prepared for any of this. So I feel like y'all failed me. Y'all didn't tell me anything about it, but I digress. Back to the question: do I feel like you need to niche down or pick a favorite? I feel like you should do what makes you happy. For me, I have done weddings. How can I put it? I love the beauty of weddings. I love to make brides feel beautiful, because that's what I do. But do I love the running around for 7 to 8 hours? Because you know what? When I photograph somebody, when we have a branding session, it's 4 hours. That's it. 4 hours. And let me tell you what we do in those 4 hours. We do hair, we do makeup, we do your session, we eat, we're going to have a good time, and some other stuff I ain't going to mention because you need to come book with me. And then we're going to do a reveal session at the end. So you're going to know what you're investing in. You're going to know what images you're going to send. We're sending off to retouching, and you're going to know what you're paying for. So I like to do things where I'm not taking people's day. And when I photograph kids, that's an 8-hour job. That's just like doing a wedding. I'm going to have to bow out on that. But I do feel like you need to pick something that you love. What makes you excited about it? So if you're doing something and it doesn't give you that little, oh my gosh, I got butterflies because I get to do this, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I love photographing couples, but I just like photographing men. It's not a love for me. Like, I'll do it, but I don't love it. So it's the way it makes you feel, and that's the best way I can articulate it, because when I did my first women empowerment shoot, I was like, that's it. I love it. I am sold, because I felt something that made me think, when I do a photo shoot, this is how I want to feel. This is how I want them to make me feel when I do this. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. Choose a professional photographer who understands your brand. I'm going to ask you guys a real powerful question in a minute. Me too, Alexis. When you find your thing, that's right. You do. You do. And there's no mistaking about it. It's just like when you find the one you want to love, the one you want to give your hand to and take his old raggedy last name, because you be excited about it and you're going to tell all your friends about it. That's how you know. I have a really, really, really important question I'm going to ask you guys, and I want to see how far down it is before. Oh, it's next. Never mind. Yeah, because I really want you guys to let me know in the chat. This is when I typed this, I was like, Have you ever had a professional photography session for your brand? Have you ever? And if you did, how? You need to come see me, Dr. Quaylee, or I can come see you. How did it impact your business if you did do it? Do you feel like you were able to articulate what you did through photography? Because when you look at certain people's brands, and y'all, let me tell y'all something. Warning, when you do a live with me, when you do a video with me, you guys are gonna go start judging everything down your social media. I got Cassandra so good at this. She is like, this is not right. The lighting is not right. This is not right. She should have did this and she should have did that. It's gonna resonate with you. You're gonna see things that stand out to you. But one thing you need to know before you go and pick a photographer, don't just go pick anybody just because they tell you they're gonna give you all. Sarah said no, it didn't help me. Well, it helped me to see he wasn't the one. It took no direction from me. See, that is one of my pet peeves. If I'm paying you to do a service for me, we need to get this ship going in the right direction, because no two branding shoots can go in two different directions. You just can't. That's why it's important to choose a professional. Choose somebody that you know, like, and trust. Let me give y'all a little backstory about how we even got to this point of doing luxury portrait photography. Y'all got time? Put a 1 in the chat if you got time. I want to tell y'all something. And I'm going right on back to my country Mississippi voice when I tell y'all this. Yes, I'm from Mississippi. Okay. I got a few ones in the chat. They got time. So, do you guys know that, like I told you, I've had a camera since I was 14 years old. My dad brought me my first camera. And fast forward 2017, 7/7/17, it was my wedding day. Guess what? I had hired an amazing celebrity photographer, because guess what? I had been knowing this dude since maybe 2010-ish. He had done my family's photos. We had done Christmas pictures with him. Like, he was amazing. He was like, oh, Angelia, don't worry about it. I got you. I'm like, okay, cool. I paid this dude thousands of dollars. And I also paid him extra to come from Atlanta to my wedding in New Orleans. Anybody know what happened? He didn't show up on my wedding day, mine. You know what that told me right then and there? Just because you have a relationship with somebody and you've known them all your life, that does not mean they have your best interests at heart. Not only did he not show up, he sent some guys I didn't know, and God bless them. Like them people, the guys that came, they were the sweetest guys. I take nothing from them. But did I get the experience that I paid for? Absolutely not. Did I get the images that I am proud to show you guys? Absolutely not. My anniversary was just a few days ago. Raise your hand if you've seen a wedding picture. Nope, because I don't show them. I was mortified. I literally got 1,600 images that I choose not to share to the world anymore. I was hurt. I called him repeatedly. Do you know, to this, from that day to this one, he has not called me back? That is a man with the camera. That's the difference between getting somebody that knows you, values what you bring to their life. Because as a small business owner, and especially as a photographer, like, our lives and our businesses depend on building, well, as a branding photographer, my life depends on branding for you guys. So if I can't do my very best for you, I'm failing me too. So that's a bad representation on who you are and what you do when you do these type of things, because that's why it's always important to act with integrity and always bring people to the table that's going to see the best. I mean, when I tell you the conversations were there, like, I have messages where I said, hey, these are my looks that I want. I got none of that stuff. Not any of it. And unfortunately, there have been people in my family that have passed away. We can't go back and do a wedding day. That's why we don't play with weddings. Okay. If you're not going to do the right thing as a brand, as a wedding photographer, and I'm saying this because I know I have wedding photographers that signed up that's going to get the replay. If you're not going to do the right thing by the bride, leave them be and go find something else to do. Do not mess up somebody's wedding day, because that's something you cannot go back and do a do-over. So with that being said, make sure you are choosing wisely. If you got somebody that's telling you, oh, I'll do everything for you for $500, run the other direction, because I guarantee you it's going to be one of these people that is just sending out invoices and you never hear from them. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to bring. They're going to tell you do your own makeup at the house. And some of us are not certified to be doing our makeup at the house. And then you're going to come in there looking a mess, and now your brand looks a mess. Do not put yourself in that situation. No shade to anybody, but unless you have somebody that knows what they're doing, don't let them do it. Okay? All right. Moving on. Which picture stands out to you the most? And what I just said is going to resonate really, really well with what I'm showing you right now. Picture 1 or 2. Which one resonates with you? YouTube, you guys all right over there? LinkedIn and Facebook. Are you guys doing okay? Okay, 2. Okay, 1. All right. Let me point out the differences and the issues with number 1. She came to me to get branding shots done. And this was before I started offering the and this is another reason why I started to offer the all-inclusive experience. When you're going for branding, and like I just got done telling you guys, make sure you're showing up as the photographer tells you. But if the photographer does not offer these services, this is something you should seek out, and you should definitely hire a professional. So no shade to her at all. I think she is amazing and she's beautiful. But the issue when I say resonates, the professional aspect. She did not have professional makeup. And I was like, do you have professional makeup? She was like, absolutely, it'll be done. But when she got here, I was doing a headshot mini. I could not go back and do this, you know? And so and I know she had a few things to do. So this is the image untouched. Before I got, my magic hands on it and retouched the image and put makeup on, made sure because as you can see, she's really light right here. She has rosacea. Her hair was not kept. It wasn't curled properly. There's so many things wrong with this image. And I just wanted you guys to see a regular or somebody that does not specialize in making their clients look the very best and they just want to get your money. They would have given you this to put on your website. And what does that look like on your brand? Not good. With this young lady, she came in. We planned her entire session out. I made sure, I said, hey, this is what we're going to do. She's like, fine, perfect. I'll bring multiple outfits. We even did a quick look before the session, a few days to make sure exactly. Dina said, and I wouldn't, then I'm looking like a scammer. Exactly. You don't want to look like a scammer because, again, that's your business, that's your brand, that's your baby. But with her, I told her she is actually, I think she does credit repair. And I told her, I said, you're asking people for their personal, private information that could literally make or break them. Because you wouldn't want to give your social security number, your tax ID, or anything to somebody that you couldn't trust. So I said, you need to look approachable, you need to look professional, and you need to look relatable. She came in, she brought her Princess Diana pearls. We did her hair, we did her makeup, and her skin is flawless. The location is amazing. It's just so many things different. Now, we could have did the same thing with this young lady. Now, obviously, when I retouched her images, they are amazing. But I just wanted you guys to see what happens when you have somebody that does not put you first. All righty, let's move on. And I hope this video will play because I just want to show you guys and let you guys hear it from somebody else. I didn't tell her to say this. This is her testimonial. So let me know if you can hear it.
I did the elevator brand package.
Put a 1 in the comments if you can hear her.
This young lady, she picked me up from the airport. She took me shopping. This morning I had hair and makeup. And we went to all these different places and took some beautiful photos. Outfits in my brand colors. She even dropped me off at the door in my hotel. And then I had a full
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure. Now let me tell y'all something. When Tracy, I actually met Tracy at the same conference that I met Miss Annalyn at. And when I met her, the thing that stood out, because I hear people saying all the time, oh, Angelia, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to let you do my branding. Okay, great. I'll be ready when you're ready. I don't push anybody. I don't do pushy sales. If we get on a call and you say, hey, I don't have it right now, girl, I understand. Let's work it out. If you want to do a payment plan, we got payment plans. But for the most part, I don't want to put you in a position where you're going to be mad at me because you got to pay me. But when I talked to her, she was like, Angelia, she was like, I am getting ready to relaunch. She was like, I'm going to be ready and I'm coming. I was like, okay, cool. She literally flew here to Arizona to get her photo session. She got the Elevate Your Brand package, but she also got the VIP experience. Y'all heard her say that I picked her up. We went to eat. We had lunch. She did a shopping trip. She got the creme de la creme. Now that is like my VIP top-notch experience. And she got everything except black car service because that's the way we roll. I dare not have you to come to hot Arizona and do a photo session with me and not treat you like the queen that you are, because that's just how I roll. I'm like Sierra. That's how we roll. So this is, and we had multiple locations. Like we had a rooftop, so that we could see the mountains because she is a broker. So we actually had one of these beautiful locations, and I didn't even know this location existed until I started looking for unique places, because no two branding shoots with me are the same. I try to get everything custom and specific to you, your brand, and what you do. And so I say, you know what? Let's go do something that's going to represent your brand to the best of its ability. And so she has the most beautiful images, and I'm not just saying it because I did it, but she really has beautiful images. And that goes to show I put time, effort, and work into her session. I worked with her. I talked to her. I was like, hey, I need your branding colors. I need your fonts. I need everything about your business, so that when I'm building out everything for you, you will have something to reference if you need to share something with somebody and they need to put you on as like a speaker or something. Everything, her entire branding kit is built out. So that's the type of experience you should get when you go to a photographer. You need somebody that's going to see you, your brand, and put you guys first. And I say you guys because you are two, but you're one. All righty. Crafting your brand story. Your brand story is a powerful tool to connect you with your audience emotionally. If you're not tapping into emotional connection with your clients, you're probably going to lose them. It's just like doing a live, and you know how you see people and they'll watch, but they won't actually tap the live, and they'll just scroll and they'll keep going, even though you know you're talking about something amazing, but they can't conceptualize it because you're not talking directly to them. They're not your target audience, and you haven't connected with them emotionally. So just think about that when you're building out your brand story, you're building out your toolkit, and you're using the information that I'm going to give you today, and also the template that I gave you guys earlier. Oh yeah, and for you guys that joined late, make sure you tap into the chat, scroll up if you can't find it, and get that download that I made for you guys. Okay, here's what you need to think about: outlining your key points of your brand story, because those are going to be the things that you use to build your brand going forward. It's going to help you with your content. It's going to help you with everything that you do as it relates to your brand and your business. So make sure you are outlining things that are important to you. Make sure you are keeping all of this stuff together in a folder in your document, in your template, so that if you need to give somebody a background story about you, you don't have to go to ChatGPT because you already know your stuff, right? Also, highlight the challenges you've overcome and also the successes you achieved. So for you guys that did not put your information in the chat, make sure that you put your LinkedIn in there, because you still want to build your community, build your network, because you never know. You guys may be able to find people in the chat that may need what you have to offer. They may need to do business with you. So make sure you are dropping your information in there so people can connect with you, and you're also sharing your successes. Don't feel like it's a prideful thing to share your wins. Dr. Quayle had an amazing live yesterday, and I was in old raggedy Walmart, so I ended up losing connection. But I wish I could have gone back, and I saw her replay thing. I'm gonna go back and watch hers, because she resonated with me, because I am a woman of color, and yes, I am tired. I got multiple brands going on over here. I got 2 live events this week, and yeah, I'm tired. I need a nap. But I want you guys to capitalize on the moments that you have. Make sure you're networking. Make sure you're getting out there. Tell somebody about your business every single day. Somebody told me a long time ago, and I don't even know who said it, but if you're not telling, you're not selling. And that's a tweetable moment, and y'all can put my name on it because I said it cute. But if you're not telling, you're not selling. Tell somebody about your business every single day. You're in business to tell people about your business. So don't shy away from telling people about your outcome, your things that you've gotten over, the things that you've gone through, because it's helping you to build your story. It's a part of you in your journey. Let me check on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and see what they over there doing. All right, ain't nobody over there cutting up in the comments. Good. Everybody being being good today. I love this. I love this for us. All right. Here are some practical steps that you can take to leverage luxury photography in your personal brand. Number one, invest in a professional photo shoot that will align with your brand's vision. Also, I'll download the chat and send it to you guys as well so that you can connect if you don't, because I don't want you to leave live to go connect, click on nobody's stuff. But invest in a professional photo shoot that aligns with your brand's vision. When you sit down and have a conversation with these photographers, if they are not laying things out for you in a manner that you feel is going to execute this brand vision session properly, don't do it. Don't invest a dime. If they're not willing to have a consultation with you before and talk about your goals, your desires, who you're trying to attract, don't do business with them, because it's going to be a train wreck. Stop wasting your money with photographers that do not align with your brand and your vision. Not saying that they're bad people, but you want to make sure you're aligning with people that can bring out the best in you and your brand. Number two, maintain consistency in your visuals across all platforms. Don't be professional over here and you got a bathroom pic over here. Okay? Because I have people that are not even the face of their brand, but their brand is still professional because they have not, another thing, don't be out here using no stock images. Do not be using AI with 17 hands. Y'all stop. Y'all ain't doing it because y'all don't do that kind of stuff. But these people over here on Facebook, and I know they listening, stop doing it. That is not good for your brand. I had a conversation. I got to sit back and tell y'all this. So I had a conversation with a local business here, 17 hands, like 17 heads. I had a conversation with a business owner here in my local area, and I was telling them, I sent someone to your website to book a I'm not gonna say what it is because y'all gonna go find it and y'all gonna be laughing, and I'm not telling y'all because that's not my ministry. But I told them, I was like, you could attract so many more people if you were not using AI that didn't look professional. And I said, when I went to your website, had I not known about the amazing service they do, I wouldn't have gone there. I would not. And the lady was like, Angelia, please go talk to them. She was like, we have been talking to the owners and talking to them and telling them that was not good. And they are bribing us and telling us, hey, if you get people to come in, we'll give y'all, discounts and stuff. I said, it's the branding. If you go to their website, they got people in there with 3 hands and it's just too much. It's too much. So make sure you're investing. And it is an investment to get someone that does everything that we do the right way, but get you a professional photographer. Also, use high quality images to tell your brand story and to connect with your audience. Whether you're using visuals online, like, sometimes people use their images and they kind of put them in with things that they're making on Canva. If your image is not of high quality, it's going to show up. For instance, I give my clients a magazine quality images. You could take this image right here and put it out there on the I-10 and blow it up. And guess what? It's going to look just like that. A lot of people that you guys do business with, they only give you quality images that are good for social media. So what that means is if you blow it up, it's going to pixelate and it's going to be distorted. So you're not going to be able to even tell who you are or what you're doing. So just think about that when you're investing. And we are almost to the end. Thank you guys so much for hanging around. All right. If money was no object, and you had the opportunity to work with me, would you take it? Thank you, Dr. Quelly. Would you take the opportunity if you had it? Let me see what Instagram and YouTube over here doing. I don't know why Instagram will not work right when I'm streaming over there. It's so rude. Yes, and yes. Because I want to help you change the way the world sees you. And I want you to show up as amazing as I know you are. Because a lot of you guys, I've met you before. Some of you guys, I've only met you online, but you have some amazing businesses. So if you are in the opportunity space and you are ready to change the world, because that's what you're about to do, I think you guys should stick around because I got something for you. All right. Are you ready to elevate your brand? Just let me know in the comments if you're ready. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Hey. Does she look approachable to y'all? Or no? Do you trust her? Would you trust this lady to do anything for you? The lady on the screen, would you trust her? Yes or no? Okay. I thought so. Because that's one of my clients too. She is actually a tax professional. Oh, yeah. Another thing I want to bring to you guys' attention before we hop into the Elevate Your Brand, I don't want to forget, she is fun. She is hilarious. I don't want to forget, but if you have a business and you need to promote that business, I am going to give this opportunity only to the people that stuck around to the end. If you want to come on my podcast, send me an email because I am on a ton of platforms right now. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Spotify, I'm on iHeartRadio, I'm on Apple Podcasts, I'm all over the world. And people listening to me and they Teslas, okay? So if you want to come on, we can have a conversation. We can talk about your business. We can talk about your brand. We can talk about what you're doing. If you have any offers or promotions or anything. And no, I'm not going to charge you for it because I'm Angelia. And I don't be doing all that little ghetto stuff. But you come in here for this Elevate Your Brand. We're going to talk about some money, okay? All right. So here is my new and improved, enhanced Elevate Your Brand package. Does it have everything? Absolutely. Let's just break it down. Let's talk about what it has. Let's talk about what it can do for you. Number one, brand strategy consultation. That is number uno. We're going to do that before we do it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to look at it, but we're going to sit down and have a deep dive. Who are you? What do you do? Who are you talking to? Who are you trying to attract? Who do you not want to do business with? Because I don't want you guys to spend a dime with me and not get what you need. Number two, priority scheduling. So those that book the Elevate Your Brand package, they have a priority schedule. Everybody else, there is a 2 to 3 week wait because I'm just that good. Praise the Lord. You're going to get a fully guided professional photography session. I hear people all the time come in and say, Angelia, I don't know how to pose, or I didn't know what to do, or I don't know, I'm so nervous. I have people that come to me a ball of nerves. We breathe through it, we get through it, and they have some of the most amazing pictures you have ever laid eyes on because I take the time to let them know, yes, this is a big deal, but I don't want you to get consumed. I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but I do want you to have an amazing shoot. And it's going to show up in your images if you don't feel well. If you're nervous, it's going to show up. And these images last forever. Okay. They're going to outlast everybody listening to me and everybody that will listen to me later on. These images are forever. Okay. Reels. You're going to get reels for your social media. So when you get done with this Elevate Your Brand package, you're going to have everything you need for at least a year in content. Thank you so much. You're going to get professional hairstyling and makeup because I dare not put you in front of a camera and set you up for failure. That's not my ministry. That's not what I do. So when you come to me, I tell people, now if you're going to go get it installed, go on, let Dina hook you up and get your install done. But if you're coming to me and your hair is already installed or you're going natural or whatever you want to do, make sure the foundation is laid, but we're going to hook you up. And we don't have time to do installs, but we will style you amazing and you're going to look beautiful. And you're going to get professional makeup. You're not going to be looking like you're getting ready to get on that runway with RuPaul's Drag Race. It's going to be nice and clean and elegant. You're going to look beautiful and you're going to look like yourself. Next thing, custom style guide and wardrobe consultation. We're going to talk about everything as it relates to what you're going to wear, your earrings, your eyeshadow. We're going to talk about all the things. Are you wearing shoes or are you not wearing shoes? What kind of heels you wearing? We're going to have everything laid out on a platform for you. You're going to have, it's almost like a smorgasbord of things for you to have. You're going to get expedited delivery because you have waited this long to find me, but now you're here. I'm not going to make you wait no 5 weeks to get your images. You're going to get them within a week. You will also get a custom brand guide. So that's what I was talking to you guys about earlier when I said that when you leave from a session with me, this particular session, you have an entire brand guide. So now if you're going to go on Dr. Quaylee's show that she's getting ready to launch that she ain't told nobody about, you will have something to present to her so that she can make the visuals for you guys to talk. And I'm just putting that out there. You didn't say nothing about no show. I just put that out there. That's just me. And I be speaking things into existence. So you also get behind the scenes content because you're going to need that to tell your story. You're going to get custom social media banners because you have free real estate. We need to use it. We need to know how people can pay you, where they can find you, and all the things that are going to lead you to the bag. Okay. Next thing. High quality, professionally edited images. I do not send out images that are not edited. I hate when people do that. I've done shoots with people, and yes, I do go to other photographers because I need to see what they're doing. I invest back into the community. Yes, I do. I don't like when people give unedited images. What we gonna do with that? Look a mess online. That is not of God. And that is not of Evangelia, so we don't do that, okay? Next thing, referral program. We have a dynamic referral program. So it does not matter what you do, there is a place for you, okay? And we have a preferred vendor inclusion. So what that is, you will be entered into a catalog. We have digital copies, and we also have, let me just show you. I think I have one right here. Maybe not. At any rate, Angelia, that is me. I have my own magazine. So your information as a vendor will go into this dynamic magazine. I have put, these magazines are everywhere from Switzerland to Ireland to Atlanta to LA. They all over the world. Okay. So that's an opportunity for you to work with these people that don't even know you because they've seen this magazine, because you've upgraded, you've elevated your brand. It's time for you to show up as the professional, the shining, amazing person that you are. So elevating your brand elevates your clients. Now you can command higher money because guess what? You got the look. It's going to elevate your impact. Think about the last time you seen somebody do a branding session that didn't quite work out right. They ain't made no impact. They just waste some money. And it's going to elevate your income. And who don't? Raise your hand if you don't want no money. If you don't want more money, raise your hand. The process is simple. All you have to do is book the call. We take it from there. And yes, we have Afterpay. But I just wanted to let you guys know there's so much more you can do with your brand and in your business. As you can see, y'all thought it was going to all be about photography, right? Nope. We educate over here. So here's what I have for you. So I have a special offer. Now, what this means, and let me just break it down for the people in the back that don't know. This special offer, the number one, is good by midnight tonight. So if you book your call with me and you book your elevated brand session, you're going to get $500 off. Now you can take that $500 off the front end or you can take it off the back end. If you take it off the front end, your down payment for your elevate your brand will only be $390. And raise your hand if you ain't got $390. Now I'm giving you everything. I told you I got to feed these kids because I keep getting them and y'all keep making these cute kids and I can't get away from them, but we're gonna pray through it. But like I said, if you book today, you can start your entire process. I got Afterpay, so you ain't even got to pay it all up front, but you will have an opportunity to get, and I don't even book them for $390, just so y'all know. Just to give you some context, my yes, Everything I just showed you. No, now let me just tell you, that's your initial investment. So for those of you that are asking how much to elevate your brand is, it's $7,500. It is not cheap, but it is an investment. And I say that because with the $7,500, you're going to get everything I just showed you, but you don't have to pay the entire amount today. What else does it cover? Oh, I didn't even tell you about the juicy part. I travel to you. No matter where you are in the United States, me and my makeup artist, we coming to you. So that within itself is worth the cost of admission, because I had a lot of people. Yes, so it's $7,500 normally, but for you guys, we taking it down to $7,000 today. And like I said, you pay, typically my session fee is $890, but you'll get that $500 off, and you'll do it for $390. If you want to join us today, which I know you will, because y'all ready to elevate your brands. Now, if you book by tomorrow midnight, it's $300. As you can see, it goes down. So the best thing to do if you want to take advantage of this offer, go ahead and book your call and go ahead and lock in your rate. Okay? And Cody at the door barking. Just ignore y'all. Didn't hear that. All right. What questions can I answer for you? If you have a question, put it in the chat. If you don't feel comfortable putting it in the big chat, direct message me in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat. Now, for those of you that stuck around, and I'm still going to leave the floor open for any questions that you guys may have. Those of you that stuck around, here is the giveaway. So for the first 3 people to book the Elevate Your Brand session call. Oh, okay, so I have a question in the chat about, let me tell you something about how many photos you get. Online, it says 55 plus. The last client got like 84, because I hate to even say it like this, but I am trigger happy when it comes to my camera. And so I don't stop until you say, all right, Angelia, that's enough. We're going to get your time in. We're going to get as many images as we can get into your 4-hour session. So nobody ever leaves with just 50. It's always over 55 plus. So for the first 3 people that book a call today, you're going to get a entire brand assessment guide. Yes, I love the camera, honey. That's when I tell you doing photography makes me so happy. That's the one thing I can do and not get paid, but I don't want to do it right now and not get paid. Maybe when I get older, but now we're trying to build this legacy for the people, for the children that I've acquired. But just look at everything you get with this amazing brand assessment. We're going to talk about your current brand analysis. We're going to review what you're doing now, your website, your social media platforms, and all your marketing material, because some of you guys are sleeping on printed material. Don't do that. I know Miss Annalyn is driving, but if she could just testify to how amazing my marketing material is, it would change your life. I'm telling you. Also, what are your strengths and weaknesses? When was the last time a photographer? Okay, I'll send it to you, Dina. When was the last time a photographer actually asked you about your strengths and weaknesses in business and what's working well and what you need to improve? Don't wait. Don't worry. I'll wait. Never, because ain't nobody ever asked you that. But no, seriously, like I everything I do, there is a methodology behind it, because I want to get to the root of how we can make things better. Can y'all tell I got a project management background? I'm a process improvement girl. So I'm always trying to find ways I can make your life better and easier and more efficient. You're going to also get personalized branding advice. So we're going to talk about your core values, your mission. We're going to talk about your brand's mission to ensure that everything is in alignment. Because why build a brand if it's not in alignment with what you want to do? Maybe you just need a few tweaks. Maybe you just need to change that red from a blue or that blue to a white. We don't know. Or maybe you just need to shift who you're actually targeting. There's so many ways we could do it. I just need to get my hands on it and look at your brand. Next thing, visual and verbal identity. I'm going to give you advice on what you're doing now and what I can do to help you make it more consistent and impactful. Like I had a lady yesterday I met at a networking event. She's like, oh, Angela, I got all my stuff together. All of my branding is done. And we change our videos all the time. And we always update our stuff. I said, okay, let me see your social media. Do you know this lady got the fumbling and bumbling and was telling me, I got to work on some stuff. And it's not where I want it to be right now. I said, how often are you posting? I said, I'm not saying you got to post every day, but how often are you posting? And if you're posting and you're not making an impact, you wasting your time, and nobody want to waste their time. You could be doing so many other things with your time other than wasting it, creating content that nobody's going to look at. Okay. We'll also talk about actionable recommendations. Something you can do real quick to enhance your brand's presence and effectiveness. We're going to talk about long-term strategies because I care about what you're going to be doing, and I don't want you closing this business next year because you ain't connected with nobody and your brand look a mess. I don't want that for you. We're going to have Q&A sessions, so bring any branding questions to the table so I can sit down and have a conversation with you about it. You're going to get my expert opinion, and I'm going to give you some practical tips. I'm not going to tell you wait 6 months and see what happens. We're going to look at your numbers. We're going to look at your analytics and your data, and we're going to see where you're missing the mark. We're going to see how many people are leaving your website. We're going to look at all of that stuff. Here's how to prepare. You're going to take a few minutes. You're going to write down everything. Use the templates that I gave you. You're going to write down your goals and your aspirations. And then you're going to email me and you're going to book that call because you already booked a call with me, and we're going to make it happen. Okay? All right. So
recording stopped.
All right. So that tells me we are getting ready to wrap this thing on up because I planned it for 1 hour, and now we're at the end. So thank you guys so much. I told y'all we was gonna wrap this up real quick. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for spending part of your afternoon with me. Remember, transforming your brand starts with high quality visuals. Stay connected for more tips and aspirations. Don't miss out on our exclusive offers that we have, and let's celebrate your brand together. Connect with me on all social media platforms and let me know how you liked the live. Did you guys enjoy it, or did I talk too much, or how did it go? Okay. All righty, I'm going to sign out. You guys have an amazing evening. Thank you so much again for spending your afternoon with me. And I'm glad you could stay too. I'm so honored that you guys came and spent some time with me. I really appreciate it. Tell somebody else if you had a good time. And let me know if you have any questions, and I will send you guys the information about booking. Thank you guys so much for those of you that are interested, and those of you that can't work with me right now. It's okay. We'll work together soon. I hope you have a fantastic night. Okay. All right. Over and out. See you later. Bye. You're welcome.